In 1991, USSR was destroyed. It was divided into 15 separate states. How do you think? It was good for usual Soviet people or not?
It's, how can I say? What happens is the American regime is very dangerous. So what they'll do, as your reporters, good reporters here mentioned, conquer and divide, they will put puppets into these states, understand? And they will take full control, and they will break up the Soviet Union and using American puppets into these new states and try to make sure that it stays divided, you know. Of course, that's bad, you know. I mean, we want the nation to be united again, but that machine, that propaganda machine, and putting these puppets in there and brainwashing the public, it's difficult to unite. It can be done. It can be done if people just wake up a little bit more. And it's happening. In America, on the streets, people are really waking up. So we need to continue somehow to promote and fight this propaganda that's so strong. It's even stronger than Goebbels of World War II, the Nazi regime. It's much, much stronger. So I believe to be united, whether to be communist, socialist, monarchy, the Russian Empire, the Soviet Empire, has to be united again and kick out and destroy these puppets, because it's actually killing the people. Not necessarily wars, yes, wars of course, but economically. You know, the country after the Soviet Union, you know, has been horrible. It's more poor, salary-wise, economically wise. There's more standard of living is more poor. It's just horrible. During the Soviet Empire, we knew that a lot of things were free, education and medical and hospitals. It's amazing, you know. So why would you want to lose that, you know? So people need to wake up. Again, people need to wake up because they think things will be even better. How? Why would you choose something that was so great? People are just so brainwashed, and it's sad.
USA and European Union are totally against of any alliance of the lands of former Soviet Union. How do you think? Why?
Why? Because they're afraid. You know, they're afraid of something that's good. They're afraid of something that could be strong, that could be pure, that could be beautiful. They don't want that. Everything is business for them. Everything is corporate for them. Everything is conquer and divide, again, like your journalist had mentioned before. They don't want something that would be so good, standard of living, because then, you know, business is lost. You know, pharmaceutical companies, corporate businesses, they need to make money, you know, so they take advantage of the people, whether it's education, medical, you know, it's all business. And when you start to have the old Soviet Union or all these Russian countries back together again, you know, with all these nations together, and it will be such a powerhouse. It would be, I would assume, I hate using that word assume, but it would probably be peaceful if these nations got together, because it would be so strong, so united, you know, and people to have everything that they want, instead of this blackmailing of taking advantage of people, you know, whether they have to pay for so much for medicine and paying so much for school now and all these things, you know, and it's just so ugly.
Now more and more people from Russia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, DPR and other countries want to reunite. Is it possible? What will the world be if it happens?
Yeah, like I mentioned before, you have these nations together, there will be peace. Okay? It's like the Middle East. You know, give Palestine a state and guarantee there will be peace. But America doesn't want that. Israel doesn't want that. There's some nations, the European Union, they don't want that. War is business, you know. But it's so good to see these nations coming together, you know, and we need more of that. And by having that, and the ideology of the old Soviet ideology, and Mr. Putin, President Putin, who is fighting so hard for peace, what he's trying to do in Syria, in Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, so much. Look, he was voted Man of the Year twice, I believe, in Time magazine in the United States. People love him, actually, in America, because he's trying so hard to bring peace to the world. You know, he's what Obama says, he's an evil man. It's not true. Kerry and McCain, these are evil people. You know, President Putin is trying to fight so hard for peace. So with these nations waking up and the people waking up and following the leadership of Russia, it's a beautiful thing. It's a powerful thing. And with all these countries united, there will definitely be peace. But the problem is, again, America will try so hard to put puppet regimes in or start a little civil war here and there, you know, just to trigger and break it up. You know, we call that, you know, throwing a wrench, you know, into the machine. So, yeah, it would definitely be peace if all these countries unite.